Hi, this is Veronica, and I want to know how many Barbadoses are there? What rules are for blacks and what rules are for white people? Do you remember Ronald Anthony Chesterfield Dean? Well, let me remind you, he was a black man who was caught picking up bottles, empty bottles at the Oval, and he went to your prison for 6 months. Your rules and your laws and your regulations sent him to prison for 6 months for picking up bottles, empty bottles. I remember people going to prison for stealing bread, like $5 worth of bread because they're hungry. You put people in prison just because they're hungry and they may steal a little bit of money of food. Remember, recently I told you that Joe Jordan was in prison, and that was not the first time that they put him in prison for trespassing on his own land. For trespassing on his own land that he believes he owns. That is why he was put in prison. No bail. Well, he's out now, so there's probably some bail, but they put him in prison a couple of times for trespassing on his land. Do you remember of Valerie Jean Marie that came to Barbados because her father died and there were improprieties surrounding his body and burial? She was in prison. She was in prison for weeks on end. This lady, Valerie Jean Marie, she was in prison when she came to Barbados and she was investigating her father's death. She asked a couple questions on social media and that, misuse act, computer misuse act. She was in prison. She went to prison. And then when she got out of prison, $10,000 bail. $10,000 bail to get her out of prison for investigating her father's death. She didn't hurt anyone. But now there's this Daniel Peter Johnson. I think you can see what he looks like. And you know what he's charged with, right? Raping a female. He raped a woman. He has been charged and he has not seen dads. He was offered bail right off the bat. $10,000 bail. $10,000 bail, and he doesn't need to go back to court until September. He has like 6 months to plan his strategy. Oh, she came on to me. Oh, she wanted it. Oh, this, and he has 6 months to plan exactly what he's going to say. Okay? He has a lot of time. They've given him a lot of time. You see what he looks like, correct? You see what he looks like. Now, $10,000 bail for raping, being accused of rape. And you get that if you type a certain something on the computer, or you get that if you walk around on your property, or you get that if you're picking up empty bottles. What are they telling you? What are they saying to you? If you can rape someone and get $10,000 bail without being remanded, no remand, no time for him to sit there and think about what he did, nothing like that. Instantly gets bail. He does not go up on remand. What are they saying to you? That it is just rape is not as important as picking up bottles? Rape is like on the same category as picking up empty bottles. Rape is like the same thing as walking around on your property. You're just walking around, you go outside and you walk around on your property. You mow the lawn. You may pick up little ends of things. So rape and doing that is on the same level? Going to Barbados to bury your dad or to investigate certain things around his death, is that on par with raping someone? What is going on in Barbados? How did Daniel Peter Johnson not get sent up on remand? Look at him. What is different from all the pictures I have here? What is different from all the photos I have here? You be the judge. This is Veronica.